They say if you wait at the Stockholm subway past midnight, you might see it. The ghost train known as Silverpilen. Its dull silver body glides through the tunnels, its lights flickering. But be warned, those who board never return. It was a cold October night when Eric, a university student, missed his last train home. He sighed, glancing at the empty platform. Just as he was about to leave, a gust of cold wind blew through the station, and suddenly, a train pulled up in front of him. It looked different from the usual Stockholm subway trains. The metal was dull silver, scratched and rusted. The doors slid open with a mechanical hiss. Eric hesitated. The train was empty. Too empty. No passengers, no sound. Just cold, lifeless seats. A shiver ran down his spine, but he stepped inside. The doors slammed shut immediately. The train moved, but something was wrong. The stations outside looked warped. The walls of the tunnel seemed to stretch endlessly. The station names were unfamiliar, like places that didn't exist. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he saw someone sitting at the far end of the car. A woman in old-fashioned clothes. Her head was tilted down, her long hair covering her face. Eric slowly approached. "Excuse me, do you know when this train stops?" he asked. The woman lifted her head slightly, revealing pale skin and dark, sunken eyes. Then, she spoke.
"You shouldn't be here."
Suddenly, the train lurched violently. The lights flickered, and the windows filled with dozens of pale, hollow-eyed faces staring in. They weren't outside the train. They were reflections, staring directly at Eric. Heart-pounding, Eric ran to the doors and banged on them, but the train kept speeding through darkness. The woman whispered one final thing before disappearing.
"If you don't get off soon, you will never leave."
The train began slowing down. A station approached, but it was decayed, covered in vines and filth, as if it had been abandoned for decades. The doors creaked open. Eric didn't hesitate. He jumped out onto the platform. The moment he hit the ground, the train vanished. Eric stumbled onto the street, realizing he was nowhere near home. In fact, he wasn't even in the city anymore. He was standing near an abandoned subway station that had been closed since 1975. There was no record of his train. Silverpilen was never supposed to exist. To this day, locals swear they still see the ghostly silver train appearing late at night. Some say it only takes the lost, the lonely, or those who are already dead. If you ever find yourself alone in a Stockholm subway at night and a silent silver train pulls up, do not get on. Or perhaps it's already too late for you.